Yo, yo, yo. Always feel like I gotta clear my throat. But pause, no Diddy. But today. Hold on. Today we are going to finish up my beat tape. It's called Call Me. (2022) because I started this idea in 2022. Basically, the overall theme of these beats is I want them to sound like 80s-esque, Keith Sweatish. I'm using all of my drums, or most of my drums that I'm using on these beats, I'm using the TR-808.
Introducing the world's most advanced rhythm machine, the Roland TR-808.
And that if you make beats, you're a producer, or you do music, you know that the TR-808 was a prominent drum machine in the 80s, as well as the Linn drum. But yeah, so today basically I'm just finishing up these beats. I've already started this one. It's called Admire, and then I got Outside, which is featuring the homie Crispy. So I'm pretty much just gonna show you my process of like finishing them up. Pretty much just gonna get them arranged, maybe add some extra sounds if I need to, or eliminate some sounds, and then I'm gonna send them off to my dog Crispy, because he can master these and make them sound crazy. So okay, that's cool. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do today. I think this is the beat. Yeah. And then damn, I recorded like vocals on these too. Wait, what that? Shit might sound trash. Yeah, I might come back, because with the beat tape I kind of want to add some songs to it. Maybe like one song. Oh shit, that's my alarm. Maybe like one or two songs. I'm gonna see what's up, man. But yeah, let's go ahead and finish this up. Get it going. Let's go. Stuff here. Shall we draw the line now? You don't understand all the actually, let's do save as a new version, and then we can delete these. What is this? Oh, this was when I was in my guitar bag. Use that too. Hold on. See right here, Yo, I was just trying to figure out, because it's been a minute since I was working on this beat. So I was figuring out like what sounds I had to work with, and then I was gonna figure out how to structure the beat so that it's listenable, pretty much. Kind of want to add some changes, or like a change to the bass, because it could sound repetitive after a minute. See right here, y'all, I'm making some changes to the drum sequence because I want to make sure that it doesn't sound repetitive. I want like a little breakdown. I think right here, this is where I switch the bass too. What the fuck? That's it. Right here, y'all, this is where I turn on the modulation wheel and the pitch bend so that I can add that 80s effect, that West Coast effect that everybody knows to the bass and the synth leads. Why is the pitch not? That is fucking goofy. Hold on. Okay, now it works. Y'all, right here, I'm just playing the beat through just to see how it sounds transition wise with the new bass on the other part. So I'm just listening through and seeing if it sounds good. Yo. So yeah, right here, y'all. I'm doing some lightweight sound design to a lead that I already recorded. Just saying what sounds good to me. That's what's very important to me, man. What sounds good to me? That's what I'm looking for. I wanna just hear how this sounds. And I'll probably make changes.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna leave everything alone, man. This was made in 2022, and we're gonna keep it 2022. You know what I mean? Hold on, project info. Yeah, 2022. Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and just leave it alone. Yeah, y'all, so that was pretty much, one of the tracks, that I recorded, the process for like my beat tape. It has 5 tracks, and that was the last track that I worked on. And then I went ahead and sent it over to my bro Crispy, because he's a engineer as well as a producer. So I sent it over to him, and he mixed and mastered it for me, and he also recorded his process. So what y'all gonna see next is, how he, made my shit sound crispy. I mean, no pun intended. So we gonna go ahead and see what my dog did.
It's the Gumbo Groove, baby.
Konnichiwa, Crispy Akiyama. Today we are going over the mastering chain for Alexander Malik's Call Me. For the individual track, what I go through and do is I like to put the Mixwave plugin on. Just doing some light stuff, gain matching. So let's do this. Let's play drawing. Just play like a random part. So guys, this is already mastered, so might want to turn your headphones down. Here we go. Let's do this actually. So I want to show you guys what I got, the before and after. So before, so just take note, we're 4 dB over. Although with 32-bit floating rate, you're going to be good, but just keep in mind this is 4 dB over 0. Cool. So what I want you guys to really focus on is the low end. Listen to how everything images. Listen to how the low end becomes more focused and the bass is sitting underneath the kick, and then when we listen to the high end, we get a nice blooming effect on the high end when it comes to that. So let me turn these other ones off real fast. So again, before, after. Everything sounds very mono-ish too, you know. Cool. So first thing that I go through and do is I obviously, like I said, it was 4 dB over. So what I go through and did for all the songs, let's see, some of them, see, they're all sitting a little different. This one I probably put to -21. So -21, that's the first thing that I do, or that I did. Now after that, I go through and I send it to my stereo bus. Where's SB at? Cool. So I send it to the stereo bus, and then with that I have these two plugins on. These two plugins on are going to be on for sure. So if you've saw my YouTube channel, you see that I use this plugin religiously. These are the settings that I showed you guys on the YouTube channel. Usually I might start off with it at 4, although for Alex's production style, I know sometimes things can lean a little more warm, you know, though I know he likes to have a little candy-esque aesthetic to the warmness. You know, he doesn't like it dark, you know, he likes to definitely have a warmer tone. So this basically just kind of helps get some of that lift going on. We're doing a boost at 20 hertz, cut at 200, and then we're getting that nice shelf right there at 16K. Then we're doing the high cut right here at 28K, And then of course we are using the Pulsar Modular Sidecar, and this I'm doing nothing but keeping it with the analog summing. And then, like I said also in my video, I like to push the output because this pushes volume and voltage into the transformers, tubes, and just like the output stage, just line amp. So it helps glue the low end together a little bit more. So we do that. And then I have it hitting my hardware. I'll show you guys a picture of where my settings are at for my hardware with that as well. Cool. So next thing that I do after the hardware is I bring in this Ozone 11 stabilizer. I like this. It just kind of helps bring a balance to everything. Very light, as you can see. So before. So this is basically just to kind of keep things in check. I'm going through and doing some compression when it comes to this to just bring some of those elements that I would like to be a little bit closer in the mix. Really mainly like the music elements. So let's go through and play before and after. So in essence, what I'm doing, things like that piano, I'm wanting to bring the piano a little bit more forward, but you know, still keep it back to where it's not clouding up other elements like the drums. So yeah, we're just making things a little bit more up front. Now this is where there's a lot of volume being brought in. So turn your headphones down or your speakers if need be. Here we go. It's the God Particle. At this point, everybody is kind of familiar with the God Particle. So this right here, I also have a video on what I'm doing with, well, I used Fire the Ash in the other video, but same thing. This is still the Ash plugin. So what I do is I'm going through and using Fire the Jam, which is the preamp stage for this converter. This specific one that I'm using is to emulate the Lavery Gold. Okay, so this is the preamp stage. So okay, so you might be wondering, why do I have it at -18 and +18? I noticed this typically works best when it's hitting a peak around -18 and -15, or that's when it's its most open on master bus duties. So I'll play it before and after with it how it is, and then where it's at 0. Let's actually do this. Yeah, so you know, it definitely is more glued together when it's lined up at 0, but almost glued to a point of it's congested. So anyway, this is the preamp stage for this clipper because this solely focuses on clipping. So let's go ahead and bring this in. Cool, so we're not adding any volume with that, just the curve of this clipper being at, the -1 that we were from right here, it's already clipping 1.5. Or 1.3, but up to 1.5. So we have that clipping going on. Now you might be saying, why do you have soothe after your clipper? I know it almost doesn't make sense, but I've tried it everywhere. Routing, it sounds best after the clipper. So in essence, what this is actually doing is just affecting the sides. I'm doing some cleanup in this low mid area range, and you'll hear it as soon as I bring it in. You'll hear the difference, all right? Just how much cleaner things get. So it's called Master Clarity. I saw this on a Reed Stefan short, because I just usually use Soothe 2 on vocals, and I was like, man, I see mastering presets, none of them really worked for me, but I'm like, yo, let me find out how to master with Soothe, or incorporate Soothe 2 into my mastering. Let me say that. Last thing, Ozone 11 Maximizer. So as you guys can see, I'm using the same chain through all 5 songs on the project. I'm just going through this one. This was probably one of my favorite ones on the project. I typically will start with transient. So if you are using Ozone, very important, because I used to always just use modern, because I'm like, yeah, modern makes sense. Guys, these all sound very different. All right, I noticed transient almost maintains the low end extension that I work hard for the most. So I typically will start off at transient, and true peak -0.1. I usually keep this right around here. I might play with it sometimes, but I do a little bit of upward compression, just a little bit, just to bring some last little things in detail. I'm not worried about clipping, because like I said, I'm already doing clipping prior to that. So let's go ahead. And now what's interesting before I play it is I'm doing +5 dB, right? And you would think, wow, that's a lot of gain reduction that you're bringing in, but you have to keep in mind, I'm at -1 dB right here. This isn't adding any volume. I'm clipping 1.5 dB right here. I'm doing some cleanup work right here. I'm not doing any makeup gain. So I'm actually, even though I'm doing +5 dB, I'm not at 0 quite at this point. So you'll see that right here. Cool. So what you guys can see is I'm doing 1.5 dB of limiting, 1.5 dB of clipping. Let's see, how much is this limiting? Okay, I don't even think the God particle is limiting. I am doing some compression right here, doing 2 dB. Cool. So guys, in essence, I'm doing 1.5 dB of clipping, 1.5 dB of limiting. But yeah, guys, this was basically my process for mixing the songs on Alexander Malik's Call Me project. And this song was Drawing. So if you guys have any questions, drop them below. And make sure y'all go stream the project, man. Be good to y'all self, and I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Watch out.